All right, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. Today, I want to go over a quick guide video for you guys for pretty much what I do for farming in the end game. Um, Obviously, you saw that I went to Act 5, Frigid, uh, defeated Aldrich and Shank. That's the first thing that I do. I always go from Act 5 all the way to Act 1. Now I went to the Halls of the Dead to try to get that key of destruction. I try to collect the keys and then sell them. So, pretty much what I like to do when I farm is I'm pretty much going quickly, but if I see packs of enemies, I'm definitely trying to kill them, especially if they're unique, if they're elites or champions, if they have a different color, if they have a different name, whatever they are, if they're different, I'm killing them. And if they're grouped up like in a huge pack, I try to kill them because what I like to do in this game is try to maximize the efficiency of killing monsters. You want to move quickly, but you also want to have a flow of, going around and killing a bunch of things as well. So speed and efficiency. Of course, you got to hit Chaos Sanctuary. That is one of my favorite places to farm. I've found so many high runes here. So Chaos Sanctuary has to be on your list. And this doesn't have to be in order for you. You can do it however you want to do it. The reason why I like to go from Act 5 to Act 1 is because a lot of times, the later acts sometimes require you to use more high regev potions. So by the time I get to Act 1, I'm finding a lot of high regev potions in Act 1, and I can kind of restock. But I'm always picking those up. And I'm always picking up Grand Charms. I'm always picking up, depending on the runes, I'm picking them up. If it's like a low rune I don't need, I don't pick it up. I always pick up Ral runes for making amulets. And I'm picking up pretty much anything that is something that I need or I might sell. Sometimes I give things away to people. I just create a lobby and I'm like, free stuff. But this is what I do when I'm farming. And I don't believe in like create a game and target farm and I do it over and over again. One, that's boring for me and that gets old. And two, when it comes to like efficiency, to me, it makes more sense to create a game and knock things out kind of in order, in a systematic way, and then, create another game, so on and so forth, repeat the process. That's really how I farm in the game. Now, some of this is probably obvious to people who play this game a lot. This is maybe more towards people who are new at Diablo and they want kind of a pretty straightforward guide on how to farm. As you can see, I collect a lot of full regev potions because as a sorceress, sometimes you need it. And got a lot in the stash as well. Another thing as well, and this is kind of a little unfortunate, but you can still make do. We all kind of did. Was you're gonna need Enigma at some point, right? A sorceress doesn't need Enigma because she can teleport, but if you're farming and if you want to be quick and efficient, you need Enigma on your character so you can kind of zip around, fly around, kill a bunch of monsters, and, move quickly. Now, as you can see, I went to Traven Coal. This is a really, really good spot. And at first, it can be intimidating, especially for new players, or if you're not geared properly. Traven Coal is a really good spot. I've farmed for years. High runes have dropped for me there. A lot of things have dropped for me there. I've heard people say they don't like to farm Traven Coal, but you get a lot of gold there. It's just a really good spot. It is a dangerous spot because you got to be in there quickly, take them out, and then leave. And that's kind of how I do it. Next up is Lower Karast. The reason why I do this is because of the infamous, high runes out of these chests right here. Fireplace, torches. There's two little huts, and they got chests. And I've actually seen high runes drop from there, but it is very rare. And sometimes I feel like it's a waste of time to go in there and do that. But I put it on the list. I knock it out sometimes. Endurance of Hate level 2 for Mephisto is sometimes something I do. I put it on the list, but it's not always something that I like to farm. Just because for me, Mephisto is a place I farm when I need to gear up for a character. Kind of later stages in the late game, I really don't need to come here, but it's also another, it's another good spot just because of the dense enemies in level 3, as you can see right there. You got enemies in the beginning area, then on the right and left, and then you have Mephisto. And then you have a chest at the top. So the chances of something dropping for you that you might need is pretty good. So there is some pretty good density here. I love killing these guys. And then I move on to, of course, Act 2. Yeah, I'll keep it. It's not 7, but, I'll keep it. All right. This is another place where you want to come and farm for keys. This is either Hate or Terror. I think it's Key of Hate. And Key of Terror is Act 1, Andy. But this is a really good spot. A lot of people hate this one just because of the navigation. And so you start out and you have 4 choices. And you just kind of navigate your way. You want to hit these chests because sometimes they drop really good stuff. Those whispers you want to kill. You want to try to kill them when they have a floor underneath them. People say that there's a high chance of them dropping runes. Sure. But I'm really farming this for to get that key, which rarely ever drops for me. And like I said before, you want to stop and kill enemies too. I don't like to just blow through everything and get to my target location. In this situation, I want that key, right? But I'm also stopping and killing things. Maybe I'm stopping a little too much, but sometimes, I feel like it depends on, like, do I want to kill things? Do I want to just blaze through everything? But I most of the time I like to stop and kill and move on. Why not, right? I'm really trying to kill as much as possible while maintaining some sort of clear speed. And you'll find your own little, way, your method. The more you play, but I don't like to just blow past everything and then get to my target location. I do like to kill as much as possible, and I think that's a good way to look at it. Is you want to constantly be killing monsters, right? Because that's the that's how it works. It's the logic behind that is the more enemies you kill, the higher percentage of something dropping, right? So of course he doesn't drop a key for me because he never does. This guy's so freaking stubborn, man. That's pretty much all I do in Act 2. As much as I love Act 2, I love the music. I love being in Act 2, man. But these days, that's kind of all I do. You can do other stuff like Halls of the Dead and Lost City and all that stuff. All right, so Act 1, there's a lot of things we can do in Act 1. Like to do, of course. Did I say Andy earlier for Key of Terror? I meant the Countess in the Black Marsh, and the Forgotten Tower. So again, I'm kind of moving quickly, but all right. For the sake of this video, all right. Forgotten Tower, you want to pretty much go left. That's the way I do it. That's the way kind of everybody does it. Again, I'm still trying to kill things. I'm still trying to kill stuff. If I see a full regev potion, I'm picking it up unless I'm fully stacked. But you want to go primarily left. Keep it left for the most part. Kill enemies. Keep them moving. Left. Always left. And I like to kill everything in here. Not just the baddies, but everything. And this is a great place to farm for like lower end ruins, so you can, create something out of it. All right, we're going to hit the pits real quick. Obviously, the pits is something that a lot of people love to do, but I don't know, man. The pits is weird for me because I feel like I never find anything. Sometimes I do, but it's not something I really need. But I do it anyway just because it's Act 1. It's really easy. It's really quick. The monster density is pretty good. You got a lot of packs in here. And then you obviously want to make it to level 2. Level 2 is a great density. And if I find level 2 right away, I come back and I clear level 1 just to get everything. So again, you want to farm for efficiency. You want to move quickly, but you also want to kill, a good chunk of enemies. And depending on what you're looking for, you want to stop, pick things up. I'm at the point in the game where I'm pretty much just picking up high runes. Like, I'm not picking up anything else unless it's like a Shaco or something. I can just, at this point, I give those things away. There might be something that I've never found before. Hey, that looks interesting. What is that? Do I need it or not? And then I just keep it moving, man. I'm just blasting through. I'm looking for those high runes. I'm looking for those grand charms. I'm looking for those small charms. I'm looking for any unique rings or amulets. I'm looking for any high regev potions. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for. And you gotta do cows. I think you don't have to do cows, but the cows is a really great place for runes. It's a really great place for like socketed base items like shields, armor, weapons. This is where I found my infinity base. Obviously you got to go get the leg and you got to go create the whole thing. It can be a little tedious, but if you're moving quickly, it's not that bad. And like I said before, when I create a game, I don't like to target farm. I like to just get in there. I like to clear as much things as possible and keep going. It's also important to have a an efficient character to farm with. That's why I was talking about Enigma earlier, so you can teleport around. It's important to have a character that is very efficient in pretty much all the things that I've been saying: moving, clear speed, moving through acts, moving through monsters, being able to, move and do your thing. So it's important to have at least one character that is kind of like your end game farmer. And for a very long time, my end game farmer was my poison necromancer, and then this sorceress I just made recently. Actually, I've had her forever. I respec into a lightning sorceress, and she's actually more faster to farm than my necro. So now she's my primary, end game farmer, just because of her clear speed and her Nova, the Nova with the Infinity and all that stuff. It's like super super high speed for clearing and moving. And this is a build that I recommend that you build at some point, just because of the clear speed. To be honest, it's very efficient, it's very quick, but it does take a lot of time to make a character that is this strong and efficient. So it might take you some time. Trying to think if I missed anything in this video that I want to go over. If you have anything that you want to contribute to this video, if you want to add anything, put it in the comments section below. I think that would be great for everybody to kind of read if they're coming here to kind of learn on, hey, what's a good method to farm. There's a thresher right there, but it's a 5-socket and that's ugly. You want a 4-socket for infinity. So yeah, put anything down in the comment section to help people out in this for this video. For the ones that are watching this video and finding value. But let me know, man. If you like this video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. I do hit Catacombs level 2. This is a place that I really don't hit a lot. I do like it a lot when it's terrorized, just because there's so many levels and there's always a lot of enemies here, so that's great for a terrorized location. But I don't really hit this place a lot. I'm just doing it for the video purposes, just to kind of showcase. Some people do it, some people don't, and I really don't always hit Andy. But yeah, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, consider subscribing, put your thoughts in the comments, share your knowledge maybe I missed something here, or you have a different way of, maybe farming a certain thing. But that's pretty much it, the video, guys. I appreciate you came by. And yeah, Diablo 2, baby. Take it easy, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.